What's up, everybody? This is Keith Rainville here, the Fat Yankee. So listen, we're going to do a quick video today on preserving your jerky. Since I've been getting so many questions, I'm actually going to do a series of shelf life videos for you folks. But I'm going to do a simple one today. It's the base of what I cure my jerky or brine my jerky with. In all of my videos, you know I use soy sauce. So it's a very high salt content, okay? So what we're doing is when we're preserving our jerky, you can do and preserve jerky with several different ways. I choose to use an all-natural way and not use sodium nitrate. Sodium nitrate is not really good for you. It has a, what you call it, it's in the top 10 list of cancer-causing agents. So I just choose not to use it, and I choose to use, a soy sauce. So here's what we're going to do today. I'm going to give you a shelf life of a 3 months video based on using soy sauce in your jerky. Now, there's other things that are extremely important when we're using soy sauce because, again, it doesn't have that sodium nitrate in it or preg powder number 1 that will actually prevent botulism. So we got to actually cook this to 160 degrees. Now that's why I tell everybody always to cook your jerky to 160 degrees, especially if you're not using preg powder number 1, and also using a whole muscle jerky, because there's a difference, guys. When people do ground beef, you always got to use a sodium nitrate, okay? The reason is it's called fragmented jerky when you're using ground beef. Okay, so there's a tremendous difference. You cannot use soy sauce in a fragmented jerky. The Department of Agriculture won't allow you to do that. You have to use a preservative like sodium nitrate or preg powder number 1 it's called, okay? So that's first of all. So now when you see me do my videos, I'm always using whole muscle jerky. Extremely important. And I'm curing it with the soy sauce and other ingredients, as well as, you could also call it brining, but it's really, I'm starting the curing process. Now, curing simply means, especially when you're doing a dry cure, is we're taking the moisture out of the meat, okay? We're sucking that water out of the meat using salt, okay? So that's essentially what we're doing. But a big part of doing a wet cure is also the whole process of dehydrating to 160 degrees and extracting that water out of the jerky through the whole dehydrating process. But the key point here is getting your jerky to over 160 degrees to prevent and kill any bacteria that's in it. That is just a fundamental of a HACCP plan when you bring your jerky to market, okay? It has to be, there's no other way around it, heated in an oven to 160 degrees. There is very few inexpensive dehydrators, home dehydrators that people are using that bring your jerky to 160 degrees. It just doesn't happen. Even the big commercial Westons, the specs on that particular model is 159.6. It does not go to 160 degrees. So the safe way to do it, again, cook it in the oven to 160 for a very short time, use an internal temperature probe, and then put that jerky in your dehydrator and exit that water in a slow fashion, preferably the highest setting on your dehydrator, okay? So guys, using soy sauce, the key for a 3-month shelf life on your beef jerky is 1/2 cup of soy sauce per 2 pounds, okay? So every 2 pounds, if you use a 1/2 cup of soy sauce, that's gonna give your jerky about a 3-month shelf life. There's a tremendous amount of salt in soy sauce. As a matter of fact, it's 920 milligrams per tablespoon. So there's quite a lot of tablespoons in a 1/2 cup of jerky. So if you stick to that and you bring your jerky to 160 and you dehydrate it in a dehydrator at the highest it will go, 150 or above, or even a slower process, maybe even 140. But I always would go the highest you can go on your dehydrator again. And you bring that jerky, again to 160 and dehydrate it in a slow process at the highest setting. You should have a 3-month shelf life on your jerky. I know this because not only am I shelf life certified, have done this, but I've also sent my jerky to the lab to have the shelf life checked on. Okay, guys? So now, in my future videos, what I'm going to do is also show you how to preserve your jerky with pink salt and how much shelf life you can get out of it. I'm going to do a 6-month preservation. I'm going to do a 1-year preservation on preserving your jerky and how much to add. Okay, guys? So listen, if you like the video, guys, if you have questions, please don't hesitate to ask me. But I will be doing a 6-month, again, and a 1-year preservation of jerky. And those key points that I mentioned in this video today are so important for healthy and safe jerky, guys. So listen, like the video, subscribe to the channel. This is the Fat Yankee, my friends, and we'll see you in the next video.